Dr. Philip Freier, Anglican Archbishop of Melbourne and Primate of Australia, has officially launched the Anglican Diocese of Melbourne's Reconciliation Action Plan, or RAP. The RAP, developed in conjunction with Reconciliation Australia, is being implemented so that the diocese, along with its parishes and sector ministries, is able to coordinate key programs and initiatives aimed at changing our culture to better embrace reconciliation. This will include advocacy and promotion of the key issues surrounding reconciliation, as well as providing practical advice and liturgical resources for parish and other ministry events.
The whole aspiration that Reconciliation Australia have encouraged is that we don't kind of overreach, overpromise, underdeliver, but have kind of at every stage of this journey things which can be authentic and real and can help strengthen our mutual resolve and understanding. I'm really thrilled that my expectation coming to this night has been met by the reality.
A number of these actions, such as advocating within and outside the community for greater reconciliation and marking significant celebrations of reconciliation through special events, were begun before the official launch at St. Paul's Cathedral on the 30th of July. More, such as offering parishes and staff cultural experiences in conjunction with the Koori Heritage Trust, are set to begin soon. Reverend Helen Dwyer, who helped develop the plan with the RAP working group, said it was about building relationships and building respect. In her role as the Diocese's Aboriginal Reconciliation Liaison Officer, she has and will continue to assist Anglican schools, parishes and agencies to be more proactive about reconciliation.
So whether that's by coming and speaking in services and helping them think about the past and how we rectify some of those atrocities and the trauma that we've caused in moving forward, or whether that's working with them on a more long-term basis in helping them to prepare and implement their own reconciliation action plan. So it varies from parish to parish and school to school, agency to agency, but it means that when things get hard and they're not quite sure where to turn to, then I'm a resource ready for them to help keep moving it along.
For example, Ms. Dwyer says that one parish has been actively trying to build relationships with Nunalinnya College, a Darwin-based combined churches training college for Indigenous Australians, as well as equipping their young people to think more proactively about reconciliation. Another has decided to tithe part of the future income of a building currently under construction to a local Aboriginal organisation or ministry. Ms. Dwyer said an important part of the process was remembering why reconciliation was important.
I think it's fair to say that until you've examined history and acknowledged history, you can't truly move forward into the future with this sort of work.
Dr. Freier established the RAP working group in October 2012 and has championed the development of the RAP ever since. His years of ministerial service in remote Indigenous communities and subsequent time as a bishop in the Northern Territory have given him insight into the issues facing Indigenous Australians. He acknowledged that the beginning of white settlement had marked the source of many of the key issues facing Indigenous Australians today.
European settlement in Australia in 1788, and even events that led up to that, changed everything for Australia's Indigenous people, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Almost from the beginning of those times, there was displacement from land, frontier wars, the decimation of populations, people who were suddenly moved from the middle of life in this country to its edges. And in many ways, that painful displacement, the gap that we know that exists between life expectancy, education, employment outcomes, and many things, has remained a present evil to our own day.
The Reverend Glenn Lochry, also a member of the RAP working group, gave a sermon during the launch which drew on his and his family's experience of hardships due to their Aboriginal background to paint a broader picture of the change needed in society. He said the RAP put into words our desire to make a difference.
Our people are suffering from the cumulative effect of internalised oppression, giving rise to the situation we see in front of us. It will take imagination, humility, and a drastic rethinking of our own lives and the way we find value and meaning in and for ourselves and others before we will be able to reach out to all of those that we continue to oppress.
The Reconciliation Action Plan that we launched in Melbourne is a a modest but a real opportunity of us all together, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, saying that we can conceive of a different future, one where not just shaped by the pain of that history, but one where there can be full participation and the enjoyment of the good things that this country offers.